Right then, lads and lasses, how we're doing, and welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having a wonderful day. In today's daily news video, just like yesterday, we have some very positive news. Starting off, as it's been reported by George Colkin of The Athletic that Newcastle United will, not maybe, not might, Newcastle United will open contract negotiations with Anthony Gordon for a new contract when he returns from his extended holiday. Absolutely fantastic news. Of course, we've got so much more detail on that one, but also on yesterday's video, speaking of positive news, we spoke that Newcastle United also opened negotiations, this time with Crystal Palace, to sign Marc Guehi. Certainly did we speak about that. I was very excited personally, but we've got a very big update on Marc Guehi today. The player is actually open to a move to Newcastle United, and let's find out what Marc Guehi said when he's visited Newcastle United as an opposing player. Without further ado, lads and lasses, if you do enjoy the video, please, as always, smash the thumbs up button, and of course, subscribe if you are new for all Newcastle United content. Get that bell turned on so you're never ever late, and let me know down below, do you think Newcastle United will sign Marc Guehi? Undoubtedly, it's going to be a hard one to pull off. Nevertheless, it would be a fantastic one to pull off. Without further ado, let's get into it. So we will start off with Anthony Gordon, but before we actually get into the Gordon news, which of course is absolutely fantastic, let's quickly touch upon this. Newcastle United have completed the signing of 17-year-old Irish youth international Fitzgerald. Newcastle United take a bow. This youth academy revamp that's consistently ongoing at the club is absolutely unbelievable. Hats off, we're getting the best of the talents, just like we're seeing Trayvon Sanusi in action today. We're going to go a long way, certainly with the youth academy that's been absolutely overshadowed for years and years on end under Mike Ashley. And this deal is pretty much confirmed by Geordie Josh. I'm joking, it's not. But I followed the player on Instagram and he followed us back. I don't know if he's just doing that to be nice or if it actually means that he's joining the club. Nevertheless, let's take a look at the Anthony Gordon news, which is absolutely fantastic. It's been reported by George Colkin of The Athletic that Newcastle United will open contract negotiations with star winger Anthony Gordon when he returns from his extended holiday. The club want to reward the winger for his sublime first full season at St James's Park, and hopefully it fends off interest from his boyhood club, Liverpool. Not that they were going to get him anyways. Seriously though, how fantastic is this news? Anthony Gordon basically came into his own last season, 10 goals, 10 assists, and the most penalties won in the league, 4 to be exact. That's not what I love Anthony Gordon for. That man's work rate, as well as getting goals, as well as getting assists, winning penalties, it's not just that either. Top bloke, top man. I absolutely adore Anthony Gordon. And as it stands right now, Anthony Gordon's getting paid £60,000 a week. Now, I'm not going to lie, I don't normally look into the money side of it because I know for a person that's quite confidential. But when you do look into it, it's reported that Anthony Gordon gets 60 grand a week. Matthew Targett gets 40 grand a week more than Anthony Gordon. Not just 40 grand a week, 40 grand more than Anthony Gordon. 100 grand, of course, to be exact. That's absolutely outrageous. Anthony Gordon's contribution to Newcastle United compared to Matthew Targett's is quite a bit superior. That's all I'll say. I don't want to put a downer on Matthew Targett. He's not a bad left back, but he's not Anthony Gordon. Let's just say that. Nevertheless, if we can pen down Anthony Gordon for a few more years, it's a win-win for everyone. Certainly for Newcastle United. But moving on to the update, and the very big and great update we've been given on Marc Guehi, as it was reported yesterday by David Ornstein, which I'm still excited about, by the way. David Ornstein is one of the most reliable journalists out there, and he said that Newcastle United opened contract negotiations to sign Marc Guehi. It's now been reported today that Newcastle United have resumed talks with Crystal Palace overnight for Marc Guehi. We are hoping for a positive conclusion on the deal, and Marc Guehi would be keen on the move to Newcastle United. That's music to my ears, and at the end of the video, you might find out exactly why he's keen on a move to Newcastle. Then, it's been reported by Sam Mockbell of the Mail Sport. Not gonna lie, I've not touched upon this journalist too much, but he is a worker of the Mail Sport, and he said Newcastle United have made an offer for Crystal Palace's 24-year-old centre-back, Marc Guehi, and the London club value the Englishman at £65 million. We'll talk about that price in just a second, but first of all, to hear that Marc Guehi would be keen on the move to Newcastle United, it's music to my ears. This guy, although just being 24 years old, is one of the best centre-backs in the country, certainly one of the best centre-backs in England as well, hence why he was so great in Euro 2024. And could you just imagine a back line of Lewis Hall, although he's 19 years old, great performances towards the back end of last season, Lewis Hall at left back, Sven Botman of course, when he's back fully fit, at left centre back, right centre back, Marc Guehi, and right back, Tino Livramento, a combined age, or an average age, I should say, of 22 years old, the youngest backline probably in the Premier League, and arguably one of the best as well. Newcastle United, if we get this deal done, Champions League football in a proper right winger will certainly be on. But let's take a look at what Marc Guehi said about Newcastle United, and more specifically St James's Park, when he was asked what is the best ground you've ever been to.
What is the best ground you've ever played in? Obviously, you know what? We'll exclude Selhurst.
Exclude Selhurst, yeah, okay. I'd say in the Prem, probably Newcastle.
St James's.
St James's Park,
yeah.
It's just really, really loud in there.
Yeah.
Their fans make it really difficult when you go there. So yeah, probably St James's Park.
No, that's a great answer.
Well, Mark, like they say, if you can't beat them, join them. Honestly, I would love to have Marc Guehi at Newcastle United, just like Anthony Gordon, not because he's a fantastic footballer. If you hear him and watch how he goes on about interviews, he just seems like a lovely bloke, but obviously, if he was a terrible footballer and a lovely bloke, I wouldn't want him. He's a fantastic footballer. That's why he's worth 65 million. But without further ado, lads and lasses, you let me know down below, what's your thoughts on buying Marc Guehi and what Crystal Palace value him at £65 million. We now know that the player is keen on the move, and Newcastle United have made a verbal offer for Marc Guehi. On Anthony Gordon, we're opening new contract negotiations when he returns from holiday. Absolutely fantastic news. And of course, another youth signing. Without further ado, if you did enjoy the video, please do hit the thumbs up button, and of course, subscribe if you are new. I've been Josh. Go and enjoy your day, people.